guys. I'm gonna tag everybody first real quick. So today I wasn't sure. I have my list of things to kind of talk about for this. Each catalog season I kind of go through and go back and think about, like, what did I talk about last year? So this year, I think that this is a great time to talk about budget. Two reasons. First of all, this is the post-Christmas, New Year, not new you. I'm not a New Year, new you person. Hey, girlfriend. Oh, gosh, I didn't tag everybody. Hopefully everybody else sees it. I'll do the at everyone when I'm done. It like swooped away on me. So anyway, hey, y'all. So if y'all don't know who I am, I'm Amy. I'm leader of Wax Nerds. Hi. And I am on your workstation somewhere as either your sponsor or your upline, or if you were added on to this page because of, like, we met through another resource or something, y'all know who I am then. Most of you know who I am. So anyway, with that being said, going back to where I started, I'm trying to get my thing out. Budget. I try to keep these less, 20 to 30 minutes, okay? Y'all, I can't get on here and talk for 5 minutes. Your girl talks, and I talk, and I know I talk. It is what it is. I love y'all. Y'all know. But yesterday we had a couple of hiccups. Aaron and I had a couple of hiccups, and I was like, okay, well, I can do this and I can make that work, because do not spend your budgeted money on Scentsy. And that was kind of my thing yesterday, was there was a couple of hiccups. It didn't have anything to do with Scentsy necessarily, but we were just trying to figure out some things, right? It's that time of year. You're going to hit that before tax season, after tax season, and right at Christmas, right? We're going to talk about budget a couple times this year because it's important. It is important. So I'm going to try to give like my top 5 tips. I might not have 5, but I'm going to try to come up with 5, because how many times have I said it's important? It's important. So hang on. I'm writing stuff down. I want to make sure that I don't squirrel. Y'all, I will squirrel so fast, so quick. Okay, let's see. I think I've got a few. Oh, hang on. Okay, I think I've got some stuff. So, and please, if y'all are watching this later, #replay, talk to me. And then, post things that you might do that I'm not doing. I would love feedback. Also, I hope everybody got my email this morning. That's something else on Tuesdays too. Emails. So, budget. When I started Scentsy, and because it's me talking to myself in a general sense, we're gonna talk about me. But I would love to hear other stories. When I started Scentsy, that was in September of 2019. I had $28 in my bank account, and I think that was on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday, and we were getting paid that Thursday. And the only reason why I didn't wait was because I was afraid I would back out. I joined on a $15 special, and guess what? They add taxes and shipping. I literally put my bank account at almost zero to join Scentsy. And I'm not telling you to do that. Please don't understand. I'm telling you not to do that. Don't let someone do that. Offer options. $15 to somebody isn't a lot of money, but it's a lot of money when you don't have it, right? So we had a 18-month-old. She wasn't quite 2 years old. We were in credit card debt. We had car payments. I'm trying to figure out all the other things we had. We had a lot. You budget. So my life has changed a lot since 2019. I learned a lot of things quickly. but I had to learn how to do things quickly myself as well. When I was still working my outside full-time job with Scentsy, I had more of a budget to be able to mail larger samples, packets, buy things, hi Natalie, and do things. And then I worked my tushy off and quit my full-time job in 2020. So I've been home now for 2 years with HG, who's in preschool now, because mama had to figure it out. Mama having another baby too, what the heck? But we've had to alter the budget multiple times just since me leaving work. So the budget has gotten tighter again, and it's going to get tighter until things shift. December, I literally am like, I'm trying not to focus on it because it's not worth focusing on. What's worth focusing on is growing from here. Y'all, I can only go up. I can only go up from December. It was not a good month. So yesterday, who got their paychecks? Who got their paychecks? When I upload this on YouTube, somebody remind me to put my disclaimer. That was still something that covered something for us. But it did kind of make me go, I got to figure some stuff out. So, and that's fine. That just means I had less budget for Scentsy and had to put it more towards household stuff. The first thing that I'm going to tell everybody is, sorry, y'all, I'm drinking my coffee. 10% of your commission should go back into your business, whatever that looks like. Whatever that looks like, 10%. So when you're doing like we do the Dave Ramsey budgeting forms. I don't know if y'all know. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, honestly. I'm not going to go into detail about that because I don't want to get in trouble later. But you can go online, you can download them. You can do that for your business. Print them off for your business, print them off for your household. Y'all, I'm drinking my coffee, y'all. I'm so sorry. Pen and pad girl. I'm a pen and pad girl. If I don't write it down, I'm not going to remember it. I don't care if I go in my notes section and write it down, I'm not going to remember it. So yesterday I went through work budget and went through home budget, and I was like, oh no, okay, we can figure this out. So work budget, let's set home aside because we're only going to focus on Scentsy right now. Take some of these tips if you can and focus on it in your home, but we're going to talk about Scentsy. The first thing, 10% of your commissions, just put it back towards Scentsy, y'all. I'm telling you. I know it might not be a lot. It really might not be a lot. It might be $10. It might be $100. I don't know. 10% though, okay? If you're a Christian, set your tithing aside first. So, well, if you tithe. So 10% goes back into Scentsy. My January budget is frugal. And I'm going to tell you why it's frugal. When I first left my full-time job, I had to stop doing warmer of the month and scent of the month. I had to stop because I couldn't afford it. And that was so that I could put money in other places. So what I love about this whiff box that we are getting this month, I don't have it yet. It's on its way. It should show up today. You're going to get a pink cotton sample. Pink coconut. Pink cotton's another scent. Pink coconut sample, which is next month's sample. Y'all use that. Your whiff box is $30. And if you get Scentsy Club, it's even more discounted. As consultants, I highly suggest a Scentsy Club, at least a quarterly Scentsy Club. And you are going to get more in that whiff box than what the whiff box is worth. No, you're going to get more in that whiff box than what it costs. And this month we get sample cups. We don't always get a sample cup. But if we do, this is what I do. When they stopped doing sample cups, I was like, oh no. But hopefully they're getting back into that because I love being able to do this. I print my own newsletter. Another thing that I started catching myself, I'm not going to go get it, started catching myself throwing away were the pamphlets from Scent Warmer of the Month. I'm throwing those pamphlets away. I'm not using them because I have this. This has my information on it. I want my information on it. Yeah, stick a label on it. Yes, that is collateral. Please, please give those out. If you are doing events, if you are setting up pop-ups, if you're doing anything like that, please put those out. Don't throw those away. Keep them as long as they're valid. But for my mail outs, I print off a newsletter. This is a double-sided half sheet newsletter. And this is old. This is old. I haven't printed the ones off for this month yet because I don't have my sample cup, so I'm going to do that tomorrow. But, so say this is the updated warmer of the month. This is Snap and Share. This is the whiff box, and it just explains a monthly mystery box full of sample sizes. Probably I can see it upside down, y'all. But anyway, that's what that is. And then on the other side is Scentsy Club information with the barcode to log into Scentsy Club. And then this, it doesn't exist right now either, but a join part. This is join my team. I do this, and then because I'm gonna have a sample cup, not the sticker. If you have a sticker, stick the sticker here, because I won't have the sticker. Make the sample in a little baggie, y'all, these little bags, and I've cleaned everything out, so I don't think I have a bag in here. I've cleaned everything out. You can get little jewelry bags for 98 cents at Walmart for a pack of 100, right? I'm only gonna make 20 to 30 of these initially and send them out. I only send, it depends, actually, we're gonna keep going with that. So, this goes into a white envelope. Guess what else I don't have up here? A white envelope with a regular stamp. A regular book of stamps comes with 20 stamps. So 20 samples is, I think it's $11 now. $11 or $12 for that book of stamps. And you've got your samples out the door. This is what I did when I first left my job and was like, oh, I can't do all that extra stuff. I got to stop. So, but it was amazing. It worked. Y'all, I say this in all my lives. I say this in all my lives. They just like that it's not a bill. Our people just love the fact that it's not a bill. So with that, I send that. And then if there's like, with this current whiff box that we have for January, we have exclusive items. Y'all sample those items out to your people. Sample out those items. That's also something else I want to talk about. Sample scent of the month was what I was doing. So when I get products in, except my Scentsy Club, the only thing I won't sample out is my Scentsy Club, and that's because I pay for that for myself. But this whiff box, you're getting, as of right now, what we've seen, you're getting a Just Breathe hand soap. That's an exclusive product. Banana leaf and bamboo wax bar, exclusive product. And then you're getting pink coconut. I'm going to stop saying cotton. Pink coconut sample cup. This isn't that one. This is a different one. I wanted to show you what a sample cup looked like. But sample that stuff out. Send a little packet and sample it out. And then they have it in their nose. And when it's finally available, how exciting is that? That is so exciting. And they'll might want to buy the whiff box. Not only do you maybe get that scent of the month, but now you're going to get a whiff box. Like, how awesome is that? When you get, I was like, where was I going with this? When you get your products in, this is how I sample. I've been asked before multiple times. This is how I sample. Levi, stop licking your paws. I sample out a quarter to a half, depending on what the product is. If I'm like super obsessed with it, I might keep a little bit more for myself, but I always sample out things I'm using. If you're going to show everybody you doing your laundry two days a week, why are you not sampling out the whiffs you're using? Why are you not sampling out the laundry detergent that you're using? Because if you're using it and you're showing it, you got to sample it out. That's important. So I usually sample out half of what my products are that I'm using. And I do try to get new products each month. I do try to get something new in my house each month. One, because I love it and I want something new. But two, because that gets somebody interested. Ooh, what's that scent? Oh, I want that one. So that's what I do. With samples, like I said, I use the little baggies. When we get in the hotter seasons, the felts are going to be better for the waxes, but right now you should still be okay to just kind of cut your waxes down and sample them out that way. Dish soap, hand soap, and laundry. I have in the past gone to the Dollar Tree and you can buy a pack of white cloths and cut them down and put a little dot on each one and stick it inside of a scent proof bag, which I want to say I'll try to find my links as well. But my scent proof bags have lasted me a while. I got them back in like October, and they've lasted me a while. I want to say there was a few hundred. But the scent proof bag just allows your wax and your other products to not meld together in that envelope in the mail. If you are sampling out something a little heavier, so like whiffs, Scentsy Soak is another one that I love to sample out because I use Scentsy Soak all the time. Or if it's like a bulkier item, if you're making like a wax sample that's in the shape of something, it can't go through the letter reader. It can't go through the letter reader. I think I said that right. So how do you fix that? You can go to the post office. Now, if you're at Walmart, oh, there's a regular stamp. If you're at Walmart, I was trying to see, I do have a plain blank white envelope. And you're getting your groceries, well, a white envelope, and you're getting your groceries, Walmart, Food Lion, I think Publix, all them, they have stamps, but they have regular Forever stamps. Forever stamps are different. Forever stamps is just your letter stamp. Y'all, I'm telling you this because it's important. We'll get into the next postage option here in a second. So this is a regular stamp, but it's a flower. It's not a flag. You can buy flags, flowers. They have all kinds of different ones. Or if you're doing something that's a little bit heavier, a little bit bulkier, but still is within the weight limit of white envelope, just about everything I send in the white envelope, I haven't had anything returned. Or we're going to stick to white envelopes. If it's a little thicker, a little bulkier, go to the post office and tell them, I need butterfly stamps. Hi, I'm just here to get some butterfly stamps. And they will literally say yellow or purple. I want to say this is $17. I think this is $17. I can't remember. But hey, say your postage for the month is 20 bucks. Y'all, it can happen. Or it can happen. But it's doable is what I meant to say. It's doable. It's doable. I gotta put this stuff back. Y'all, I organized my whole office 2 weeks ago and I'm trying to keep it together. Because I squirrel and I get distracted and the next thing I know I'm like, la la la. So that's how I sample. I sample with smaller letter envelopes. And I sometimes, depending on how bulky it is, I put the butterfly stamp on it. It is that simple. Y'all don't have to go over and beyond. If you don't have the money to do packets, don't do it. Don't do it. Unless your person parties with you often, you should be asking them to join. But if they're partying with you often, or if they're like giving you a really large order, they're going to love what you send them, regardless of what it is. They're going to love it. So, samples. That's sample set of the month for me. That's how I do it. This printing off. Last year, I don't remember at what point my printer died on me. And I was mad. Oh my gosh, I was mad. Y'all should have been here that day. I won't squirrel too much, but y'all should have been here that day. Because getting that printer attached to my iPhone and my iPad was a whole mess. I'm on YouTube. If you don't know the answer, Google and YouTube are your best friends. But it took me forever. But I figured it out all by myself. Even my husband was like, I have no idea. I got it figured out by myself. I was very proud. Well, YouTube. But still, I didn't have to get Aaron to do it. And anyway, so the printer came with 6 months free of HP Smart service. And I was like, what is that? So I went on there and I set it up because I was like, okay, I don't know what that is. It's a service that sends you ink when it's ready. When it's time for new ink, you get new ink. It cost me less than $7 a month for that. Y'all, it was costing me $40 and $60 depending on how quickly my color and my black were going out, either at the same time or not. It was costing me that every other month to replace my ink. And I didn't know about HP Smart. If you have an HP printer, you need to log in and you need to set yourself up an account. And you can set it up based on how many pages you print. I opt for 100, but I want to say like 200 pages is still less than $10 a month. Y'all, that's insane. That's $120 a year to use your printer to get, and that includes them sending you the ink. That's everything included. So you have an HP printer, go find that. That is something else that's budgeted in this year. Sorry, y'all. HP ink. I love it. I love knowing I'm getting ink soon. We went over stamps. We went over mail. Okay. So the next thing we're going to go over is if you do local orders. I do local orders monthly. I try to do local orders. I love putting packaging stuff together. It's actually really funny when the stuff shows up. I get so excited. And then when I'm undoing it, I'm like, wait a minute. Hold on, I gotta go back to my notes. Hold on. Like, it's not overwhelming, but you do have that moment where you're like, you're just ready to get into the glitter and the paper and the cute stuff, and you're like, oh, I don't want to do all the other things. It takes me a second to get in the groove. But our Dollar Trees are not cheap anymore. They're not. I don't care what anybody says. They're not. Unless you are going today and finding the 50% off location area, like the 50% off spots for the New Year's stuff. And the Christmas stuff, it ain't cheap. It's just not. Dollar General is cheaper. Family Dollar is cheaper. Pop Shelf is cheaper. Those are my 3 stores that I love to scounger. And yard sales. Y'all, people buy stuff at yards, but people buy stuff at Target. Target Dollar Spot's another one too. We don't have Target near us, like close enough. Unless I'm out and about doing something, I don't go to Target. I'm not one of those people. But if you have, yes, if you have, sorry y'all, this is where I squirrel. If you have mornings that are available to you, make you a pot of coffee in the morning, pour you a thermos of coffee, go get in your car with your mama or your sister or your cousins or your daughter or whoever, friends. Aaron doesn't go get in the car and go yard sailing. That's why I'm using him. I'm not using him as an example. Some people have spouses that are like, let's go. Mine's not. So go find your person and go yard sailing. Because people buy the stuff at all these places and it gets put in their dining room. You know, it gets put in their first drop-off place in their house, or it gets put somewhere. It gets put in, oh, I'll use that for Christmas next year, whatever. And then they get in that purge of during the spring of, I want to get rid of everything. Y'all, you can find unused stuff at so many yard sales. Easter is coming up. And if you're going to offer spring buckets or cleaning or spring cleaning or anything Easter, because we're going to have Easter collection, go find baskets at yard sales. Don't go spend $5 and $6 on a basket. Don't go spend $1.25 to $3 on a basket at the Dollar Tree. You could go to a yard sale and probably get a basket for 25 cents. Like, think of your budget. Think of what you're putting back in your money, because that's important. That is important. We went on a yard sale sometime last year. I don't remember when. And it was warm outside, and one of my girls was getting married, and she found all these wooden circles that were about this big, and she was using them for her wedding. But after her wedding, she's like, if you want them, let me know. You can have them for fragrance flowers. They were like $1 for like 20 of them. Like, that's huge. A pack of 2 at Dollar General is $2. You know what I'm saying? Like, be frugal. Be frugal. And it doesn't have to be tacky. It doesn't have to be, if you don't have an eye for putting packages together, y'all get ideas. Go on Pinterest, get ideas. These were at the Dollar Tree. That's my chair. At the Dollar Tree, but still, $3 for 50 little cups. And they're just plain, like not plain, they're beautiful, but they're not, like this one says be mine. This one's clearly a Valentine's Day one. That one's a Valentine's Day one, but these aren't. There's 25 of these that aren't. So these are fragrance flowers fit perfect in these. I do have one. That one's packaged. It's got it on it, but our fragrance flowers sit right in there. Like that kind of stuff. That kind of stuff. You can find that stuff kind of floating around in other places other than the Dollar Tree. These were just there and I saw them and it was a splurge. It was like a moment of, ooh, I want those. So, you know, think outside the box. Think about your budget. Think about don't go overboard with your money. Okay. So the last thing I'm going to talk about, and then I think it's the last thing I'm going to talk about, and then I'm going to hop off here because I'm going to try not to spend forever on here. This is the year that I want to grow our team. I want to grow. I love to meet people. Y'all know I'm talk. I know y'all know I talk. I will stop and let other people talk. Saturday night we had a leadership dinner and I didn't talk very much because I was observing everybody. So yes, a miracle, I know. But I love meeting people. I love talking to people, and I love hearing when people are obsessed with Scentsy and love Scentsy. I love hearing when people don't know what Scentsy is either. I was like, oh, let me just bring you onto the side of amazingness. So I want this year to be growing the team, growing y'all's teams, and get you started with sponsoring. It is huge. It is huge to sponsor. It is big. It's fun. Not big as in not hard. It's really not hard once you start doing it and getting in it. It's just sharing it and talking about it and loving on it. And hang on, y'all. I've got somebody trying to place an order and I'm like, oh, hold on. Let me see. Sorry, y'all. So, sponsoring. When you sponsor and you get your person to shooting star 500 within the first 15 days, they get their reward, which is, it just depends on, I show this off all the time. It just depends on, it's just right there. It's easy for me to show off. As an example, they get their reward. You get $25 for getting them there on your ledger, on your account. Why is that important? I'll tell you why that's important. You can use that money. You can use that for your business. You can use that for paste. You can use that for your business. What was I saying? Sticking frugal. Oh, okay. So like, I'm getting ready to close a party out here in the next couple of days. She's got some people having to wait till payday. Totally feel you on that. But one of her warmers didn't show up with a bulb. And I was like, no. So I called consultant support because, y'all, I just got my bulbs in yesterday. My order showed up yesterday, and I think I've got another one coming today that has more bulbs in it, finally. But I was like, okay, let me contact support. If you don't know an answer to something, or something's missing, or something's broken, or anything like that, contact support. There's a little chat bubble on our workstation, or you can call them. If you call them, y'all, you want to talk about somebody that builds you up, consultant support is 100%. They're the sweetest and the nicest, and they'll help you with anything. And if you're feeling crummy about your numbers, they'll build you up, I promise. Anyway, moving on. So, they credited, when I contacted them, instead of mailing it separate, we like to credit your account because if it's mailed separately, it might break, and we don't want that hassle. Okay, I got you. So that's not exactly where I was going with the frugal part, but instead of me, even if she wasn't hosting a party, she'd have still contacted me about a bulb, right? Instead of me going into my account and spending the money on a bulb and paying $10 shipping on it, I'm going to I'll add it to her party on my end when I close it and use my account ledger. I'm going somewhere else with that. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm squirreling. If you've got a host who hits a qualified party, like, wow, she did a bomb.com job, right? And you're checking out, that perpetual half off item that's above the reward dashboard, there's another block that shows a perpetual half off item. Y'all use that. Use that as a gift for them. And it doesn't have to be insane. My hosts that hosted in December got a free Bitty Buddy. That was $6 off of my ledger account. You can give them a free wax bar, give them a free pod, give them a free fragrance flower. You know, a lot of consultants will offer the free mini warmers. I stopped offering the free mini warmers because I love giving away mini warmers. Don't get me wrong, or not giving them away, but I love doing that. But we are so much more than waxes and warmers. So I want to offer them something else that they can, another scent in their hand, another product in their hand. You know, if they decided that they wanted to use their rewards for whips, have they ever had the dryer discs? So, like, the more you sponsor and hit certain levels, you're going to get product credit that you can use back towards your business. That's big. That's a big deal. So, and we'll talk, honestly, we'll talk about more of that next month, because next month is going to be our transition month for the new catalog. So we'll talk more about that next month. But I wanted to really like talk about it now, because you can use it for multiple things, and it's just nice. It's nice knowing that you can gift something without coming out of your own pocket. You can budget that in for yourself. So, I think I went over everything. 10% back into your business, sample scent of the month, mail outs, HP ink, or if the other, I don't know if the other printer companies offer something. If they do, y'all, update here. Yard sales, dollar spots. Check your stuff out. Check your stuff out. Check your ledger. If you have sponsored, check your ledger. See if you have money sitting there. It's under your account. On Workstation, under account. When you click on account, there, like, one of the first options is ledger. So I hope that helped. I hope that helped. I try not to be super redundant in my trainings, but sometimes it's just nice to go back and get a refresh, and refreshing your budget when your life changes is a big deal. So I just wanted y'all to have like an updated idea. If you have questions, if you need anything, just let me know. Just message me. I'm here. And this will be on YouTube too. So I hope y'all have a good rest of your Tuesday. Bye.